Something that I'm toxic about is making men fall in love with me or trying to make men fall in love with me when I have no intention of pursuing it any further.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is there something that men have done before previously that's kind of toxic that you like?
Yeah.
Ooh, that I like? Oh, damn. I don't know why, but when you started this question earlier, I thought I was going to go totally opposite.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you a toxic thing that I had done. I don't know why I was so ready for that question.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you can talk about, hey, by the way. So this is about toxicity in general. So a toxic thing you've done is fine also, and a toxic thing you like.
Well, I mean, the toxic thing that I did was the guy that I was with him for way too long, from the guy that I lost my virginity to, so of course he made me crazy.
Yeah. From
like 13 to 25, right? We were together. And he ended up cheating on me. So what I ended up doing was I found the girl on Facebook or whatever it was at the time. And I went and I added a photo of he and I together that was really recent. And it just happened to be our anniversary, like a week after I found out he was cheating on me.
Yeah.
And turns out she'd already introduced him to her family, all this stuff.
Oh, shit.
So I found her and I went through and I added every single person on her friends list, her mom, her dad. I started liking all their shit so they would come to my page and look. And I was just like, happy anniversary, baby. I love you so much. I can't wait for the future. And then she got banned from ever seeing him again. And
That is absolutely magnificent.
Good job.
I have actually, I like the genius there. I actually don't have a problem with that at all. That's incredible.
I'll steal that because I was like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. I'm going to ruin your relationship without it being
sis,
wow.
That's what's up.
It made me so mad because I was like, I didn't just waste all the time on you, bro.
Right.
But
That's incredibly I admire it because it's effective. That was really effective.
it was effective.
And,
He was so mad too. I was the bad person. He was like, why the fuck would you do that? We're in love. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was really glad that I did that. And
is there a toxic thing you like that you've seen guys do that you like?
I almost think that a little bit toxic masculinity for me.
Okay.
I like a man that I know can go to bat for me. I like a man that will puff his chest a little bit if another guy is clearly trying to trickle in on his woman.
The thing is the idea that that's toxically masculine, which I'm not blaming you, but the idea
right, it's deemed that
dude,
now.
this is 1950 and a girl was like, yeah, this guy came up and was talking shit to me and my man stood up to him.
Right.
That's not toxically masculine.
Right. It's
that's having a dick, dude. What is wrong? What has happened to this planet that is a problem? No, but you're right. Go ahead, Carly. What is something toxic you've done and something toxic you like?
Both of them.
Yes. I need everything.
Exactly. Both of them.
Let's go ahead and book the next 4 hours. Toxic things you've done. Toxic things you've done. And go.
Oh God, can I skip?
Really?
Absolutely not. Is that bad?
We don't have
kidding?
time. We don't have time. She's going to go to jail.
You're like the f***ing Tom Brady, Hulk Hogan goat of all time. What are you talking?
Yeah, silly as it is, so a toxic man to me is something that is sexually violent with me, because in a way that is sexually toxic. I mean, it's hot as but if you want somebody to choke you out and slap you and spit on you and all that, that's toxic, but that's hot as so that's my toxic thing that's been done to me. Something that I'm toxic about is making men fall in love with me or trying to make men fall in love with me when I have no intention of pursuing it any further.
Damn.
Yeah.
Carly,
I gotta stop the conversation. I gotta stop the conversation right here, because what you were saying when you're talking about getting choked out and getting spit on and all that other stuff, you think that's hot, that,
I think that's sexy as fuck, yeah.
That level of domination, okay?
Yeah.
Does anybody at the table think that that's abnormal?
Oh,
I don't either. Wait, hold on. Wait, time out.
Does anybody at the table think she's damaged because she likes that?
But to be fair, that is a weird thing. As all of us as girls, can we not agree that is a little weird that we do like?
No,
it's
show of power.
No, it comes from evolution. Now, what it was a little weird is 2 weeks ago when Brittany was here and she said a loaded gun in her mouth.
No, I'm not.
That's what she was super turned on by that.
And she came.
Yeah, Bella Bliss was in here.
I've never done it, but yeah.
Does it sound hot?
To absolutely lose control and think that you have no say, I think it's hot.
Okay, I know this is an option. I know this is an offshoot. I know this is an offshoot. The reason why I'm asking this, let me explain before you continue on and tell about all the things you guys are doing. The reason I'm asking is because there will be a million people in my comments and everyone else who say the reason why you like that is because you're up and you're damaged. There's something wrong with you. And that's why I'm asking everybody at the table right now, because everyone's going to go, well, they must all be I'm like, no. This is the fucking rule. This is not the
women look up violent porn at a much higher rate than men.
100%. I actually talked about this with my therapist. Why do I look up so much And she said, no, it's actually perfectly normal. It's not that you want this to happen to you. It's just the fact of losing all control as a woman.
Being submissive.
Yes, being submissive.
Yeah.
And like being forced into being submissive, it's hot.
Have you guys seen that study where liberal women are now having to date conservative men because they can't find any like masculine men on their side of the aisle?
Wait, last question. Do you have any difficulty finding a guy who will do that to you, or whatever you like?
Absolutely not.
Not necessarily.
Not after this show, she won't. She won't have any problem at all finding one now.
Some men that will not necessarily want to be physically violent. But for example, earlier today I was hanging out with my girlfriend and we were talking about sex, and she said that she liked one of her first boyfriends. She wanted to be punched in the face. She wanted to be punched in the face. That was her kink. He was a marshmallow and he couldn't fucking do it. But that was her kink at the fucking time, and that is something I cannot identify with. So that, I have limits.
What happened to her?
I gotta really get. Okay, you guys can continue after this. I swear to God, you can continue after this. How many women on the panel have been with an ex-convict or a guy who's been to prison or jail? Well, I know
prior felon.
Oh my God!
Holy
I have
shit!
A story for you. Oh my God!
Well, like I didn't talk background.
I know you have.
Raise your hand.
One more time. Prior felon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait,
Jesus Christ. Yeah, felon. That's ex-con.
That is not that crazy.
So
no, of course it's not.
So out of nine girls at the table, how many? Six. More than half. Okay.
But what was the reason?
Yeah, what was the
reason he?
It doesn't matter. Like he whatever the felony was, he took caution and threw it to the wind.
The more felonies, the better.
So would you say then dangerous men turn you on?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's a thrill. It's a thrill.
Why
Not towards me.
Because why would I want a soft man?
Yes, I want him to be a violent asshole willing to kill anyone.
I want him to be a marshmallow to me. He'd be a very marshmallow to everybody else.
Like kill everybody except for me. We'll live on the planet together. Only just me and you.
Okay, what's your story? You're going to give us the story.
So mine's a little different. So my first boyfriend, I was 15 when I started dating him. When I was 16, he was only 18. He got a 16-year prison sentence in front of me, in front of everyone, his family. And it was some fucked up shit. And at the time, I didn't know how to deal with it. I don't know how I would deal with that now. Mm-hmm. How do you get over something like that? But I continued to talk to him, and I was there. I wrote him like letters, all this shit, and like a part of him almost got hotter
because he was
a little bit
dangerous.
Because it was like no one else can have you. I have
you know
you,
exactly
like,
where he is.
I know exactly where you're at.
You don't have to check his phone. You don't have to track him. He's in prison.
He's learning
about cool sex things in prison, right?
Date a felon. Never have to check their phone. I keep tabs on my man. He's in the Nevada State Penitentiary up at Creech at Indian Springs, Nevada State Penitentiary.
Go. Just because you did something in the past doesn't mean you can't advocate against it now.
It depends on what it is.
I don't think I would ever.
So
do that
guys with those
now.
the tracking ankle bracelets, those guys are hotter.
The federal jewelry.
Like now, for me, like there's a reason why all the women on this panel go for above average men. Like there's no way in hell I would go for a guy that's in the penitentiary or like prison right or anything like that. Like, Carly is so toxic.
I got lied to until I found out.
So toxic.
I'm actually a good girl now. I'm just friend.
If I knew he had a prior felony before, I probably would have never gone with him to begin with.
You would have just had sex with him.
Yeah,
just sex.
You're not marriage material, but we can fuck.
We can fuck because you went to prison.
No, I told you about him, Rose. He's the one I ran around.
Dumb and a felon, but we can fuck.
But he got that dumb dick.
He got that felony dick.
Kinsley, do you like them dangerous and tattooed and like they got the teardrop for how many men they've killed? No.
No. I've had some experience that don't like it, run the other way.
So you did it once, but you tried it, you're like, nah.
Well, that was before they went to jail.
So when they went to jail,
they're still the same person who went to jail.
Was he hotter after he went to jail?
No, I know. Ew.
Bad boy.
No?
Bad boy.
What'd you go to jail?
I think it kind of depends on what you go to jail for.
Yeah.
I agree. Yes.
Come on, guys. Jeffrey Dahmer, who'd give him a first date? Come on, don't lie.
Was he gay?
Don't lie.
The Jeffrey Dahmer that was in the Netflix show.
Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy. You give Ted Bundy a shot?
Not
with
Ted Bundy.
Not Zach
Richard Ramirez. Richard Ramirez. Would Richard Ramirez get it?
But that's how Ted Bundy killed so many women, because he was, for the time, I mean, he has a unibrow, but like back in the day.
He does have a hella unibrow.
But like back in the day, that's how he lured so many women,
And he had
because they
dogs
all
in his
thought
car?
he was attractive. Yeah.
Hey guys, ask yourself why these ladies know that he has a unibrow.
And he escaped prison 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times, so he's smart.
So, yeah.
He's an intelligent criminal.
Enough to not get caught.
Those women at Florida State that he killed and raped, they deserved it. That's what happened.
Michael.
Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm just saying.
Extreme, bro.
I'm just saying.
Nobody asked for that comment. That is out of pocket as fuck.
All right.
They were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And Ted Bundy was there.
No, absolutely not.
Sorry.
Ask her what toxic traits turn you on.
No, he like lets you go because you're too into it.
He let me go because I was willing.
I'm trying to think.
You were
what
too wet, so he
toxic
kept you
It
around.
was like, fuck no. I can't kill her.
You don't know. You can't think of any toxic traits that like. Do you like criminals? No. Do you like convicts? No.
No.
Do you like?
You like neck tattoos?
Do you like guys that look like?
Neck tattoos are cool.
yeah.
I just dated a guy with neck tattoos.
I love neck tattoos.
No.
Neck tattoos, future felon.
That's my toxic trait.
I don't know.
Neck tattoos.
He was a Freemason, so I don't know. I thought that was kind of hot. I was
Very
like,
cool, yeah.
Something was like a little different about him.
Shout out,
Dangerous.
His money didn't make sense.
shout out
but
to
that's
Jeffrey
cool.
Epstein. Shout out to. There we go. All right, here we go. A toxic thing that you. So that's something you like. A toxic thing you've done
she's
before.
taking the sweater off.
Take
Yes. Finally.
Okay, so like
Waiting all day.
maybe like blow up his phone.
Okay.
You know, if I want attention or like something or like respond back to me. Like I don't know. I think that's pretty toxic. You know, like pay attention to me while you're like out there doing other shit. Like,
No, because he should.
Are you with
respond.
that bitch we saw at the mall?
He should respond.
Yeah, he should. He should
should.
respond. Yeah.
That's why you should have his location.
And if
So-
you don't, just put it in his phone.
Surveillance.
Toxic girl trick.
Grab his phone.
D,
Copy,
what's
noted.
is there a toxic thing you've done
One word.
before?
Air tags.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
have
they give
you
none
done
of
that
That's
before?
what you did that was toxic.
I've never done
He
that.
should be a felon.
It is.
I guess a toxic trait I used to. Thank you. A toxic trait that I used to, I guess, possess more of than I do now. The whole read receipt thing. I can't do that no more. If you have your read receipt on and all of a sudden you turn it off.
Toxic.
Of course.
Are you into it? Do you like that one? Uh-oh.
Now it's off altogether for the most part.
Yeah.
I only turn it on when like I want people to know that I read it and didn't respond.
That's like for my parents. That's it. Other than that, just like the body count, I'm not gonna ask. You read the message, you get back to me, cool. You don't get back to me, that's fine. But I'm not gonna sit here and look at my phone.
Is there anything you do that's toxic?
When it came to that,
Leave
if
it
someone,
on.
if
Leave them
someone-
on read.
leave it on read, or if someone turns it off, is like why? Now it's just like nope. I'll stop talking first.
Christy-
I agree with that. I think the older you get, the more that you realize toxic traits aren't cute. If you're gonna play that game, like if you're gonna turn your read receipts off,
And
that
on.
that is what it is.
Yeah,
Like
you could go
now,
out of your way to do
obviously,
that.
I know you have something to
So
hide.
petty.
So this gives me all the clarity that I already need to know.
I would
The-
rather just block.
The older I get, like I know we're all talking about toxic traits and like what we think is hot. I don't think any of it's hot. I think it's abusive and I think it's unethical. Like if you can go about your shit and you can be honest about it, cool.
True.
But at the end of the day, if you're being toxic, just be toxic. You don't need to be in a relationship.
Sometimes that's sometimes
You don't
it's
need to
so
have
fun.
loyal people around
See,
you.
my only toxic trait would be like I'll pass out and I'll forget to text him back.
Yeah, I've done
That's
that.
as toxic as I
so
get.
toxic.
Blacking out
Like,
is
sarcasm.
so toxic.
I don't black out.
Yeah,
I smoke a bunch of weed and fall asleep.
I forgot to text you because I didn't want to text you.
Christiana, what
Yeah.
a toxic trait you've done or a toxic trait you enjoy?
Well, one I love is I love like love bombing. Like I really like
no.
I really like that.
Like you do it?
Like no, like when I'm being
like
like
it
love
from a
bombed.
man?
Yeah, I
Me.
like I fall for being love bombed. Like that's the toxic thing I like. But
so you like narcissists. You should, girl, because you're just so special. You're so much better than everyone else.
Do they end up being narcissists though?
That's why. That's why it's not even love bombing because it's all true. That's what happens.
I have a question with the love bombing.
Don't listen to this shit. This is so. What are you doing?
I have a question for you. So with the love bombing, do they end up being like narcissists and stuff? Because that's a narcissistic trait. Is the love bombing?
Only victims attract narcissists. That's the truth. Only victims attract narcissists.
Oh, that hits home. I agree.
Yeah. So I don't see it like this type of a trait. I can't put it. I can't fit somebody into a mold that they don't belong in.
But narcissists are like professional, like professional at what they do. They'll love bomb you, they'll get you in, and then they won't see the traits for even a year and a half later.
Tiff, have you been love bombed before?
No, I'm telling her this because you know what? I was with a guy, and he was great for the first 2 years with the love bombing, and then you start seeing his actual narcissistic traits. He starts gaslighting you and all this other shit, making everything your fault. The thing is you don't know that you're with a narcissist because narcissists are like master manipulators. You're not gonna know.